What's up YouTube, and this Sunday is WWE Survivor Series, and I don't know, man, the last video I made I talked about how I need you guys to give me suggestions on who I can face next for the WWE Heavyweight Championship of the world, but no one's really seemed to, hey, how's it going? As I was saying, no one's really seemed to actually want to get an opportunity for the title. A lot of you guys have been suggesting on who I should face next, but not a lot of people have been stepping up. So again, in the comments down below, put down any YouTuber that you think I should face next for the WWE Heavyweight Championship, because I'm only racking up days by days as champion, and no one has done anything about it to stop me. So we'll see. The wait continues, and I want to defend this title before the end of the year, or maybe next year, maybe at WrestleMania. I don't know. Just wait for someone to step up. But these are my WWE Survivor Series 2018 predictions. So first, starting off in the kickoff is going to be Team SmackDown versus Team Raw in the tag team matches. All the tag team division people, they're all facing each other. It's a cluster crap of a bunch of people. Who's going to win this? This is more obvious that it's just going to be Team SmackDown. They have a better tag team division. Honestly, if they win, they benefit a lot more from this than Team Raw, because honestly, does Ascension really need to win? They could win 100 matches, but it still won't really help them. It's sad but true. You know it's true. For the Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy's defending the title against Mustafa Ali. Based off the storyline for 205 Live right now, it really isn't something that's like worthy of a title change, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's been kind of stagnant, kind of a little boring at times. And honestly, Mustafa Ali's one of those type of wrestlers that he can keep losing, and honestly, it probably just benefits him more down the line, because eventually he's gonna have to win that title, because it's only a matter of time. The guy is way too talented to not ever win the title. But whenever he does, if that's at the Rumble, at Mania, maybe next year Survivor Series, next year SummerSlam, who knows? It's only gonna benefit him more, and more people are gonna be even more behind him, because he is that talented and really deserves that title. And also, Buddy Murphy just won the title not too long ago, so I just can't see him drop it anytime soon. But now, Raw versus SmackDown matches, tag team champions versus tag team champions, AOP are taking on The Bar. Now for this match, The Bar makes more sense, right? Because they're like such a better tag team, they have more going for them if they win. But also, if you're gonna have Team SmackDown, like their tag team division, win, do you really need the champions too? Because they're still technically better than everyone in that tag team division because they hold the belts. So they don't need to win this match, honestly. And in all seriousness, AOP just need to win, because what have they done since coming up to the main roster? Beat up Seth Rollins to win the tag team titles? It's two giant dudes versus one small guy. They should have won that. Besides that, they just beat up local guys, and now they have Drake Maverick, which I still don't understand. Why is Paul Ellering not on the main roster with them? Can someone tell me why? There's a real reason. Can someone tell me? Because this is so confusing. But they just benefit a lot more if they actually do win this match, so I need AOP to pick up the win. So their Raw tag team division, at least as champions that are winners, unlike their whole division is full of like either made up teams, Ascension, and Bo Dallas. Another champion versus champion match, Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins is taking on United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura can't win. Like, I just can't see why he would win. Maybe by interference by Dean Ambrose, but again, I don't really see Ambrose really interfering with this match, at least during the match, maybe after. Pretty much my main point. I think Rollins is gonna win this match clean, and then as he's celebrating, Ambrose comes in and, you know, beats him up and stuff and holds the Intercontinental title. Maybe that sets up a feud for the IC title down the line. But hopefully with this loss, I still want Nakamura to benefit from this, because at the end of the day, the Intercontinental title is always gonna feel a lot more important in the US. But hopefully Nakamura taking this loss really like sets him up for like a, I don't know, maybe like a desperate champion to prove why he should be champion type of storyline. Something that really like gets people more invested in Nakamura, because he hasn't done anything the past couple weeks besides like cell phone promos. Maybe that leads to next week on SmackDown like another challenger like Shelton Benjamin or Jeff Hardy or Mysterio or Orton. Someone comes out and, like, you know, tells Nakamura, you keep losing all these matches, you don't defend the title, and that kind of sets up a whole US title feud. If that means Nakamura has to drop his title, sure, but like maybe it sets up a feud that the US title can actually be a part of, feel important, and actually feel like it's a title on SmackDown again, not like a accessory piece for Nakamura. The women from Raw and the women from SmackDown will face one-on-one or in a big Survivor Series tag team match, of course. So who's gonna win this match? So there's a mystery partner or mystery opponent, mystery person for Team SmackDown that hasn't been announced yet. My biggest theory is probably gonna be Nikki Cross, which that would be awesome. And some people are saying it could be Paige. Now Paige, I mean, like in general, she's not cleared to wrestle, so let's just shut up with that. But it would make sense if like you didn't know she actually can't wrestle, because the whole movie with The Rock, the trailer just dropped and it's coming out in 2019, so help promote it by let Paige wrestle. Maybe she just jumps in, gets a pin, and then she jumps back out. I mean, it would be interesting. Would not want to see that though, but it's different, I guess. But it's definitely not gonna be Paige. Who's it gonna be? I'm gonna go with Nikki Cross. But who's gonna win, Raw or SmackDown? This is how I look at it. So the SmackDown women's division is so much better when it comes to like storylines and like, you know, setting up stuff for like future storylines and everything under their entire umbrella. But the Raw women's division, definitely the worst between the two in terms of like, you know, storylines and what they're doing. But they definitely have more potential to do storylines and stuff. Not because of Ronda, but like between like one-on-one feuds, where SmackDown lacks in a lot because again, it's, you know, a 2-hour show, so they can't do as much. And with Ronda being champion on Raw, not everyone can go after all at the same time, so you kind of have to have some feuds in between that. While on SmackDown, you can have the women's title feud and the other ones kind of just fall behind. But you know, there's still people that they can face. So for this, I'm gonna say Raw, right? I don't really think they should be winning this because SmackDown's so far like more talented and whatnot. For this match, honestly, Raw, there's more storylines you can do if Raw does win this match. Like the whole Natalya and Ruby Riott stuff's going on because I disrespect her father and whatnot. Sure, that might not sound like the most interesting and the most like ethical, moral feud in the world, but it's definitely something better than just not having a second women's feud. And then also the whole thing with Sasha and Bayley not getting onto the team, maybe they'll get involved, who knows. And then Nia Jax going after Ronda, she's gonna have to look strong, even though there's a good chance she could be the first eliminated because how she, you know, broke Becky's face. A lot of people say Nia Jax should go back to NXT. She does have a track record that could send her back there, but WWE definitely sees a lot in her, so she probably won't. I think someone needs to sit down with Nia Jax, have a nice old conversation. It's gonna last a long time. But for this match, I'm gonna go with Team Raw. There's so much more they can do with this win than rather Team SmackDown. So let's just go with Raw. Also, it's gonna be Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey, not defending her title or even just having a one-on-one match. Just facing Charlotte. Ronda versus Becky was the only match on this card I was looking forward to see. I honestly could watch that, turn the rest off, and not care at all. But this was supposedly going to be the WrestleMania main event, and now we're getting a Survivor Series, so this should be pretty good. Now, of course, like they could have definitely, waited for this feud and maybe had her face like, I don't know, Carmella and just let her squash her or something. And maybe this will still lead to WrestleMania. Maybe Charlotte takes a loss here because I'm gonna go with Ronda Rousey because it's Ronda Rousey. Maybe this can lead until Charlotte won her revenge against Ronda or something like that. Because Charlotte didn't want to be on Team SmackDown for the longest because she felt like a loser. So like maybe this loss will also make you feel like a loser, and then she'll go on to this babyface tirade of beating everyone up and stuff. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. But for this, honestly, I just can't see Ronda losing. I don't care if it's by DQ, by count out, I just can't see that at all. So it's gonna have to go to Ronda. I can't see it. Nope. Next up is gonna be the men's Team Raw versus Team SmackDown Survivor Series tag team match. For this match, again, I'm gonna have to go with Raw. For Raw's men's team, there's really more at stake for them to actually, win this match. So Braun, if he does win this match, he gets an opportunity to fight Baron Corbin. He gets an opportunity for the Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar. Don't you think that he would probably end up wanting to win this match? You guys can really tell that Drew McIntyre is about to be pushed as probably WWE's maybe not #1 guy, but definitely is like one of their top guys down the line and probably will be Universal Champion sometime next year. There's a lot more at stake for these two superstars to actually go out and really win this match. When you look at Team SmackDown, there really isn't that much that like, if you lose, this will happen, or if you win, this push will happen with this person. Like, nothing's really gonna change for SmackDown if they lose this match. Just in better sake for like the Raw superstars that are part of that match, that they actually get the win. Because Finn Balor needs a win regardless if he's eliminated or not. Bobby Lashley needs a win if he's eliminated or not. Same thing goes for Dolph Ziggler. While you have someone like Jeff Hardy who can take a loss and he's still Jeff Hardy, or Rey Mysterio who can take a loss, he's still Rey Mysterio. Shane McMahon who can take a loss, he really shouldn't be pinning anyone anyway because he's not a wrestler. And Miz, he can take a loss, he's taking a lot of losses, and look at him, he's still going strong. And then who's the other person on their team? That person, is it Orton? Joe. Yeah, Joe can take a loss. He takes so many losses all the time. What's another one? For storyline's sake, it only makes sense because Braun is eventually gonna move into a feud with Corbin down the line, most likely at TLC, so you're probably gonna see that feud anyway, so you might as well just have Braun win this match. And same thing goes for McIntyre. Like, he doesn't have a feud coming up anytime soon, but you can definitely build something out of this match, maybe with Finn Balor, who they were kind of feuding with before Survivor Series, or fill in the blank with another Raw superstar that McIntyre could feud with down the line. But McIntyre is definitely going to be placed as one of the top guys in WWE in the near future if he isn't already one of the top guys right now. So WWE definitely needs to make sure to keep his momentum going and have him win this match. So yeah, Team Raw needs to pick up this win for McIntyre and Strowman's sake. And finally, for the main event, which I think it'll probably be the main event. I don't know. It should be. The Universal Champion Brock Lesnar taking on the newly crowned WWE and now heel champion Daniel Bryan. I did not think I was going to see this match in 2018 at all, or ever, because, Bryan got hurt and had to retire over neck issues and concussions and stuff. Facing Brock Lesnar, the man who literally threw a Singh brother onto his neck and head. Can someone just have like a real long talk with Brock before this match? Like, just tell him, like, please don't drop him on his head. He could die. Like, let's not try to kill someone. There's no doubt in my mind that Brock Lesnar is gonna beat the holy hell out of Daniel Bryan and definitely is gonna pick up the win. To talk about Daniel Bryan being heel for a second. Why is he a heel? I really have no idea where they can go with this besides Bryan. Maybe, does he go back to no chance? Does he just cut off his hair and beard and turns like the American Dragon Daniel Bryan again? What's up with WWE turning all the really good guys heel? Like Gargano's now a heel, now Bryan's a heel. Like, what? No, these are people that have gotten organically cheered by the crowd, who are absolutely loved. Now they're bad guys and they want us to actually boo them. I don't want to boo them. I'm not going to boo Gargano. I'm not going to boo Bryan. What? Y'all crazy. But in all honesty, now this is a possibility that AJ Styles could actually get involved and interfere in this match. Not necessarily saying it would cost Bryan to win because he's not beating Brock. Get that out of your head. But maybe Brock was stagnant. He was down for a second and Bryan was maybe going to hit the running knee, or maybe he did hit the running knee for somehow. And Styles does get involved. Obviously, we all know that Bryan was definitely going to get beat by Brock, but it definitely gives Bryan like a momentum or like a reason, I guess, to still feud with AJ Styles over the WWE title. There's a possibility that Styles could get involved. I really don't think he will because I think Brock doesn't need an interference to help him win. Have you seen the size of Brock? And Bryan's like half my size, and Brock's like 3 times my size. Brock's gonna kill him. Regardless, Brock is going to win this match. If Styles gets involved, will determine something, maybe for like the SmackDown feud going down the line. It probably would make a lot more sense if he does get involved because it gives Bryan like a reason to really hate AJ Styles, because the big reason why he hates him is because he said his name in a promo. He literally called him the best wrestler in the world by saying his name, and he got punched in the face for it. What? That's not how that works. That's a compliment. But Brock Lesnar will win this match. Brock will win. But yeah, guys, this video, if you really enjoyed, in the comments down below, for one, I still need names. Which YouTuber wants to step up and face me for this YWO title? Because as of right now, I won the title on July 29th of 2016 or 2017. I held this title for a long time. I've held this title for 474 days. Who's gonna step up? Does anyone want a shot for this? Because like, I could just continue to not defend it, go on to be a 500, 600, 700 day champion, or someone out there in the YouTube land, one of you guys watching me, I know so many do, can step up and try to get some. Because if you want some, f you. You're not getting nothing. Subscribe.
Hold a hand up in my hour flexing. Hold a couple walkers, I was stressing. I tell you I'm f***ing on your best friend.